Chicago, Illinois, June 14, 2045. Release day, 7:03 a.m. The gates of Stateville Correctional Center buzzed open under a sky the color of old steel. Han Ji-sung stepped out at 41, still tall, still quiet, but 20 years thinner, hair streaked gray at the temples, the old dragon tattoo on his forearm now faded to a ghost under prison ink of a single lotus flower. 20 years. Aggravated robbery, felony assault, conspiracy, reduced from life after he testified against his own crew in 2025. He had walked in at 21. He walked out a stranger to the world he left behind. No family waited at the gate, no welcome home banner, just a gray dawn and the low hum of traffic on I-55. He carried one plastic bag, state-issued clothes, a bus ticket, $40 gate money, and a single folded letter he had read every night for 2 decades. He didn't open it again. He already knew every word by heart. The letter was dated July 3, 2025, written 9 days after he was sentenced. Dear Ji-sung, I'm keeping the baby. Her name is Hannah Grace. She has your eyes, the kind that look like they're holding secrets even when she's sleeping. I don't know if you'll ever read this. I don't know if you'll ever meet her, but I want you to know something. I forgive you. Not because what you did was okay, but because I refuse to let hate raise our daughter. I will raise her with love. I will raise her with stories of the man her father could have been if he had chosen different. I will raise her to pray for you every night, not out of pity, but because grace doesn't have an expiration date. If you ever get out, find us, not to take anything, just to see what love built while you were gone. I'm not waiting for you, but I'll always leave the light on. Aisha. He folded the letter back into his pocket and started walking toward the bus stop. 20 years is a long time to carry one sentence. Aisha Grace Thompson was 43 now. She lived in a modest 2-story on the south side, the same house she bought with nursing overtime and sheer will. Hannah was 20, sophomore at Howard University, home for the summer, braids long and laughter loud, studying criminal justice because she wanted to help people who got lost like her father once did. Aisha never remarried, never dated seriously. She told Hannah the truth early. Your daddy made choices that cost him everything, but he loved you before he ever saw you. And love like that doesn't vanish even when someone goes to prison. Every birthday, every Christmas, every time Hannah asked, Aisha lit a candle and prayed for Ji-sung, not for his freedom, but for his soul. She never expected him to show up, but at 11:47 a.m. on June 14, 2045, 20 years to the day he was sentenced, the doorbell rang. Aisha opened it. There he stood, older, thinner, eyes still carrying the same secrets Hannah had inherited. He didn't speak at first, just looked at her like she was the only thing that had stayed the same in 20 years. Aisha's hand went to her throat. Ji-sung! He dropped to one knee, right there on the porch, and pulled something small from his pocket. A single gold band. Plain, no diamond, just a ring he had bought with gate money and 20 years of prison wages. I didn't come to take anything, he said, voice rough from disuse and emotion. I didn't come to ask forgiveness I don't deserve. I came to do one thing before I disappear again. Aisha's eyes filled. He held the ring up. I never got to marry you the right way. I never got to stand in front of God and promise you forever. So right here, on your porch, in front of the daughter I never raised, I want to keep the only promise I still can. He looked past her. Hannah stood in the doorway now, tall, beautiful, eyes wide and wet, the same eyes as her father. Ji-sung's voice broke. Hannah Grace, I named you in my head every night for 20 years. I prayed for you every night for 20 years. I never thought I'd get to see you, but if you'll let me, I'd like to give your mother the ring I should have given her 20 years ago, and then I'll go. I won't ask to stay. I just want her to know I kept loving her, even when I couldn't show it." Aisha's tears fell freely now. Hana stepped forward, took her mother's hand. Then she looked at the man she had only known through stories and candlelight prayers. "You don't have to go," Hana said quietly. "You just have to stay clean, stay kind, stay here if Mama says yes." Ji-sung looked back at Aisha. She stepped forward, took the ring from his fingers and slid it onto her own. Then she pulled him up off his knees and hugged him, 20 years of waiting crashing into one long, trembling embrace. Hana wrapped her arms around both of them. No one spoke for a long time, just held on. The dragon was gone. Only a father, a husband, and a family remained. Later that evening, under the porch light, Ji-sung sat between Aisha and Hana, looking at old photos Aisha had kept hidden in a shoebox. He touched one, Aisha pregnant, smiling at the camera. "I never thought I'd get this," he whispered. Aisha leaned her head on his shoulder. "You didn't get it, you earned it, one prayer at a time." Hana smiled softly. "Welcome home, Dad." Ji-sung closed his eyes, and for the first time in 20 years, he didn't feel like a ghost. He felt found. One act of forgiveness, one promise kept in silence, one family rebuilt from the ashes of 20 lost years. Love doesn't always win the day it's born. Sometimes it waits, quietly, faithfully, until the sentence is over. And when it finally arrives, it arrives whole.